Hey everyone, happy to see you again. So, what has been going on since the last devlog? Well, quite a lot. Maybe you have already seen it, but the game is now on Steam, and there is a playtest available for anyone who's interested. The Steam page is quite unfinished still, but it's there. I'll have to hire someone to create awesome capsules at some point, though I'm not sure when yet. I think the game needs to get into a more finished state before that can happen. It was surprisingly a lot of work to get it up, but it wasn't too difficult. I upgraded the character and its controller, worked a bit on levels, and I even started blocking out new ones. Another thing I researched was forming a company. Long story short, it's better for me to wait on that for now. Overall, I'm quite happy how much I achieved. One of the most important features is here, online leaderboards. The previous implementation was using a JSON file that new file scores were saved to and then loaded back in when launching a new session. This was only a temporary solution to keep track of scores. I'm still going to improve this by creating a leaderboard authentication server, and what I mean by that. Firstly, I'm going to create a replay verification system. It will take a replay file and run through every step of it. Every step or input frame has an input values. As my game is deterministic, I can then calculate if it's possible to reach the finish with those inputs. Games like Trackmania use a similar system. After the server has verified the run, it then can call Steam Web API, and because this is a secure server, I can use it to update records without any limits. The player character got updated. It's not final, but something way better than what we had before. Still on the topic of the player character, it was a good time to improve the character controller and its animation rig. By the way, would you guys want to see a tutorial on how to create a first-person, body-aware character controller? More specifically, the animation rig part of it? It was pain to create since there weren't any tutorials for this with the animation rigging tool at the time, and in general, the documentation for animation rigging was really lacking. So, what about the improvements? There have been many exciting updates, especially in the animations. For example, ledge grabs now feel much smoother thanks to new animations. You can also turn in and from the ledge grab, which adds a lot to the overall smoothness. Wall running has also seen significant improvements, including an animation, and when running up a wall, you now progressively slow down, eventually stop, and transition smoothly to jumping off. You can, of course, still decide to jump out early. Additionally, the normal wall running animation has received an upgrade. Added a secondary grappling hook that, when executed, linearly moves you to the grapple hook target, launching you over it when reached. Also, implemented the first part of the speed preservation system. It currently consists of some ways to get a boost that slowly degrades away. There is also a cap on the boost. I still plan on adding some sort of speed preservation system instead of it slowly degrading. This update didn't focus on the UI, but regardless, they are small changes. Created an escape menu and moved the level selector to tab. From the escape menu, you can quit the game, open level selector, settings menu, and the binds menu. I really have to do a UI polish push later on, as the current UI is anything but awesome, but for now this will do. Here are some of the bug fixes that were done. Fix the bug where after the ledge grab ends, the player sometimes does a small hop. Roll landing no longer has an abrupt jerking motion on the camera when the rolling sequence ends. Now the camera returns smoothly to the desired position. Fix an issue that when trying to start a horizontal wall run very close to the edge of the object, the wall run wouldn't be started. Marketing has begun. I'm still figuring out what works for me and my potential audience, so that's why I started it already. It's a good practice, even though the planned release is still over a year away. Currently, I'm using YouTube and YouTube Shorts. I'm planning on branching to Instagram and potentially to TikTok too, and see how it goes there. Why not? It's generally a good idea to put yourself everywhere you can think of and see what sticks. It's still quite nerve-wracking, but it has gotten easier to put myself out there. I would love to hear what has worked for you and what has not in terms of marketing. What platforms do you use and prefer? And what kind of genre your game is? So, what's next? I'll be focusing more on level design, putting in the effort to create and block out new levels, and sort of finishing the few that are incomplete. These are crucial aspects of the game, and I'd say they are among the most important. The gameplay is feeling better and better, and I can sense that improvement myself. Of course, there's still plenty of work needed in that area, but I believe it's essential to have clear focus points and gradually enhance every aspect. Right now, the main focus should be on refining level design and improving the graphics because they are lacking the most. These elements are key to making the game truly stand out. What will I be doing then? I will start focusing on researching Unity's rendering tech, as it's something I'm not that familiar with at the moment. Like what the scriptable render pipeline and its tech brings to the table, and then experiment with it. Level design wise, I will be also experimenting with new ideas. That's everything for now. Remember to subscribe, comment and like if you enjoyed the video. Find the project interesting? Wishlist the game, it helps. And for the daring, maybe give the game a try and share your opinions and criticism. I would appreciate that a lot. Check the description for more details. Hope to see you next time. Bye!